Once in a while, in these current times, across the sea of trash every season, if you dive deep enough and you're well experienced to distinguish buried treasures from ancient mimics, you'll encounter a pearl that not only outshines the rest, but demands you pay attention to it, that asks you to think about it, to ponder what it has to say, and once you've heard what it had to say, it'll be etched in your brain forever. Such treasures are very rare, but lately it seems like we've come upon a fleet of old pirate ships, because the amount of magical pearls have been increasing. But one of them really stood out to me, a pearl that looks like it was made out of the night sky, that the moment I listened to it, pondered what it had to say, a strange feeling washed over me from head to toe, and I knew that I was in for something that would be talked about for generations to come. That magical pearl was called Orb on the Movements of the Earth, an astonishing adaptation of a seinen manga with the same title that aired from fall of 2024 throughout winter 2025, and despite it being received very well and getting relatively popular, I still think it's pretty underrated, and not enough people have seen it. So I'm here mainly to express my feelings about it, feelings that I couldn't really channel any other way than this. Orb is special in many ways. There's no other show like it that I've ever laid my eyes upon. It is an experience more gripping than any action scene, more thrilling than any chase sequence, all while those types of scenes are a minority in Orb. Instead, the most thrilling and impactful moments are scenes where characters are having a conversation, sometimes with themselves. Never in my life did I think that I would be moved to the edge of my seat or brought to tears while watching a conversation unfold. Multiple times, wondering what will the character respond with, how will they react, and how will the conversation end. It is a fascinating thing, and I think that goes to show the author Uoto's ability to convey such tension, such emotions through words. From major moments like Raphael's first conversation with Hubert to relatively minor conversations like when Yolenta told Oxy that simply she thinks that this world holds too much beauty for a place considered the lowest point. The whole series is a testament to the amount of power a word has, and nothing cements that idea more than the sheer amount of quotes that will be stuck in your head due to how well written they are. Seriously, this might be the show with the most thought-provoking quotes ever. You can probably extract at least one quote from every episode and you would still be missing a lot of them. Coupled with that great writing is a fantastic cast of some of the most human characters you'll ever see. Even though they don't exist, even though there's a screen between me and them, they still made me care about them, about their beliefs, their convictions, their emotions, their journey. There are so many amazing characters in this series, it's genuinely impossible for me to pick a favorite. And no matter who you are, I guarantee you'll find something to relate to in each one of them. The humanity of these characters comes from their dimensionality. They are not one-note character archetypes. Each one of them is fleshed out with a lot of characterization. Each one of them has their beliefs, morals, and ideals, which often clash with each other. But that's the interesting part. You get to see those characters influence one another in a way that is incredibly human. For example, and this is going to spoiler territory, so skip to here to avoid it, take Draka and Schmidt. From the start, they already had one of the best conversations I've seen in this show, probably ever, and they established that they have majorly opposite views on many things, especially the sunrise. But as they spend time together and before the big final battle, Schmidt asks her if she would one day enjoy the sunrise. Not for the reasons he enjoys it, but because it means so much to him. He hopes that she'll one day appreciate what he adores. And that's an incredibly human thing. The desire to share what you love, to hope that someone else sees the beauty that you see in something is incredibly human. And I think at the end, Draka was able to see that beauty. There is this one character though that sticks with us from the start of the story, and we get to see evolve as quite the fierce antagonist. Novak is one of the very best antagonists I've ever seen in anime. He hits all the notes of the calm and collected nonchalant sociopath, but actually has depth to him. It is genuinely scary whenever he appears in the show, and that's further enhanced by his humanity. To know that this isn't some rogue player doing evil because they want to, but a human, just like our protagonists, a human that due to his upbringing and how he was raised, came out the way he is right now. And to me, that is far more terrifying than the average villain. All of this is complemented by a genuinely exceptional soundtrack made by my personal favorite composer, Ushio Kensuke, who really popped off doing this, with pieces that set up the atmosphere really well, whether it's a dreadful one or a more calming one. But where he shines the most is when he composes to pull on the heartstrings, and not necessarily to make you cry or sad, but to just evoke some sort of emotion inside of you that I honestly struggle to even put into words. And here he shines brighter than the sun with pieces that not only match the scenes they're in, but completely enhance them to the point that they can't be separated, producing some sort of Pavlovian connection where just listening to some of those pieces evokes the emotions you felt from watching that scene. There are songs here that I still honestly tear up listening to, even now, and that's not even mentioning the fantastic opening. Nando demo, Nando de. Obviously, I cannot discuss the themes of this show without delving into spoilers, so consider this your spoiler warning from here on out. If you still need some convincing to watch Orb, give it at least 3 episodes. You won't regret it. There are several core themes present here that the show really nails down in a very interesting manner. At first, there is the theme that overindulgence and blind belief in anything, no matter what it is, often leads to ugly outcomes. We see this obviously in the church's authority and the inquisitors. Their blind faith in their interpretation of Christianity led them to see anyone with a belief or an idea that remotely contradicts any of their teachings as heretics that threaten the power of the church and defy the orders of God. Thus, they need to be burned at the stake along with their work. But this also applies to the opposite side. Blindly following your curiosity with no doubt in what you're doing, blindly believing that you are 100% on the right side, that will no doubt lead you to unsightly ends, as we saw with the second Raphael, who thought killing someone is justifiable in pursuit of knowledge. This message thus tells us that it's not the religion itself that is driving the church and inquisitors to do such things, but the blind belief in a misinterpretation of that religion. Conversely, it is not the knowledge itself that is driving people like Raphael to commit such acts, but the blind belief in oneself to be in the right. All of this ultimately culminates in the final answer that Albert reaches: I'll doubt as I move forward and believe as I turn backwards, which is a clever subversion, as most would suspect that the answer would probably be that we just need both, but the clarification here puts an important emphasis on when it's appropriate to believe and when it's important to doubt, which I see as a beautiful conclusive message. Another core message of Orb is the ongoing theme of passing the torch. It's present in the story structure itself and persists even after it. It shows the importance of not only the preservation of knowledge, but the fact that nobody ever made a new discovery without use of knowledge from people that came before them. It tells us that if we couldn't do it, we should pass it forward because inevitably someone will do it, possibly with the help of our knowledge. That theme also relates to what Yolenta says to Draka in their final conversation, that by realizing all of those who came before you, acknowledging everything that brought you to this moment, you will be able to make the right decision, even in the worst moment of your life. All of this as a result of one of the best conversations ever written, and I can't help but sit there and take in all that profound beauty, because indeed, one look at our history, a reminder of what our goals are and why we want to achieve those goals, is all we need to strengthen our resolve when needed. That's how humans from our past can continue to influence us, assist us even when they are far gone. Even if history doesn't log them, as long as we remember them, they'll continue to aid us. It goes without saying, but the writing in Orb is fantastic. It's thought-provoking, making you often stop and process what this character had said or done. And maybe that is to be expected considering the author, Ueto, studied philosophy for 2 years before quitting to focus on manga. He has a one-of-a-kind type of storytelling that I hope to see more of, either by him or by people who no doubt will be inspired by experiencing his work, which ties in beautifully to the message of Orb. There is this quote not shown in the anime from the final panel of the manga that I have grown to adore. It states, "Emotions move people, and those same people made the earth move, and so, even today, it continues to orbit." And I feel right now that is my hope with the world. I wish people moved by emotions they got from watching Orb would go on to move the art world, and I hope someday I make something that is profound enough to make others move the world. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and maybe giving this video a like. It really helps. Tell me in the comments your thoughts about what I said. Did you like Orb? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is it your anime of the year? Because it sure is mine. If it isn't, then what show do you think is worth being anime of the year? Sorry for the inconsistent upload schedule. A lot of things happened as life goes, but I hope uploads are gonna become more frequent now. I've got a couple ideas cooking up. Hopefully it'll be of interest for you guys, and yeah, that's it. Till next time.